In today's video, I'm working out with my best friend, Kendall. Kendall is a wellness competitor, iron-willed athlete, and fitness influencer. And Kendall's specialty is training glutes. Today, Kendall is going to take me through her glute-focused leg day, and trust me, if you want to grow your glutes, you're gonna want to strap in for this glute pump that's like no other.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, Julia Renee.
It's nippy. Do you see the wind coming? Okay, guys, we are here at Lift ATX, and we are with Kenny Boo.
Hello.
Hello. Kendall and I have been friends for years, and I've had a YouTube channel for years, and I've never had like a dedicated video of me and her just working out. Obviously, you see her in a lot of videos because we're always hanging out, but Kendall's gonna be doing our leg day today. Right now, I'm doing a little bit of a warm up with the band. I'm making this up because I'm cold and I wanna keep moving, but it actually really hurts. Going like this, keeping the tension in the band, but like stepping slightly, side to side.
A good warm up.
What are you doing?
I'm just waiting for you to be. I usually don't activate my glutes because I'm glute dominant. So like the same way that Julia doesn't have to activate her quads because they're overpowering everything else is me with glutes.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I do need to stretch my quads though because they get too tight.
Like
that's what I'm gonna do.
You guys know when I'm training quads, I don't do much to like warm them up and get blood flow in them because they get full so fast, so that when I start my workout, I can't feel anything. So that makes sense.
I'm excited for my Julia YouTube debut.
I'm in pain. My body just feels trashed.
I feel very congested today.
What are we doing?
Okay, we're gonna start with abductors. I do these the most just because I have what I call like white girl hips, which means I have no round edge to my glute. So if you're like me and you have a hard time building that like upper outer shelf, I like to start with these just to get it activated. I go really high rep, kind of like moderate weight. So I'm gonna lean forward for 15, 20 reps and then lean back for 10 to 15 more depending on how I feel. So I also really try to push just with my knees. I feel like a common mistake is a lot of people use kind of like their ankle and foot to drive out. I almost have like no weight on my feet and I'm really just relying on my knees to drive the weight. I can't feel my butt cheeks. Okay, your turn. Myron herself already. We haven't even started yet. Weird. You weren't here. I'm doing like 15, 20 leaning forward and then like 10 leaning back.
15 or 20 leaning over?
I don't like grab. I just lean forward enough where I like.
You told the YouTubes already? Okay.
They're caught up.
I like doing these like this too.
I don't go quite as extreme because I'm not flexible. I just took my sock off.
Like you're at home? What are you doing? YouTube doesn't need any feet content.
It was an accident.
Oh my God. Guys, I don't know what's going on today, but like, I didn't even take any pump or nothing. It's like they're already, which I'm so happy because you guys know how like I've been really trying to I've been trying to grow my glutes and hamstrings forever. And I just finally feel like I have hit this stride with training glutes and hamstrings where I like have it down. Like I can feel it. I'm connected to it.
So proud of you.
It only took 3 years.
Oh, Pupper.
He's so cute, I can't.
He looks like a giant Vision.
He does look like a giant Vision. I really want to bring Vision here with me. Like
my dog would.
I would just be afraid he would pee. And then I'd be like an embarrassed mom, you know?
I do know.
Really feel that.
I haven't even started. Oh man. I had to manually
removes legs. Same thing. 15 and 20.
I do like 15 to 20 and then 10. Not 15 and 20. 10 back. Yeah.
15 forward.
And to explain for YouTube real quick, I do that because when you're forward, you have a little more momentum with your hips. When you're set back, that's like the proper way to use this machine.
Yeah,
you're kind of restricted and it's really like, I guess like concentrated.
Yes.
While you're forward, you have more range of motion.
Yeah.
So.
What I usually do when I'm doing the abductions, I don't do it like this the whole time, but at the end of it, I've been doing, I'll do forward like this. I don't go all the way back, it's forward. I'll put like a, something behind here, and then I do my regular ones like that, but then my drop set, I'll do it super heavy, lean forward and do pulses, and then drop it light and do the full like strict all the way back. It's so hard, that like strict all the way back after you've done all that.
I think last
It's
set,
insane.
we'll do this for like this one, and then our last set, which is third or fourth,
Yeah.
let's do like a mini drop set where we do a really light set.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been liking actually doing more higher reps and like time under tension instead of forcing myself to do like as heavy as I can for 8.
That's
you know,
honestly what made my glutes grow the most. Is I used to be such an ego lifter, and I thought you had to be for glutes. I thought you had to like hip thrust 400 pounds or it doesn't count for anything. And I literally only put 25s on that hip thrust bar now, and I feel it 10 times more. Yeah.
Especially with that one, it's like if you load it too much,
that one hurts my back.
You don't feel anything. I feel it in my quads. I feel it like in my hamstrings. But I've been doing lighter, and it's just so much better.
We'll probably do those next, and we'll probably go light.
Oh, God. I'm like, did I take a pump product?
Okay. Oh, I guess we're doing 4 sets because I didn't do a drop set.
Is this my 4th?
Well, this is our 3rd. Usually I only do like 3 here, just kind of as like a warm up, but we can do a 4th.
Do you want to just jump on and do your drop set?
That's okay.
I just got like, you know when it hurts so bad you get like chills? Like, ugh.
Okay, last set, let's go 15 reps for 3 drop sets. So like start a little heavier than we're currently doing for 15, drop it 15, drop it 15, depending on how it feels by then.
All right.
You asked to do my workout today. I love training glutes. My glutes are shaking. I feel like it's like a blessing and a curse to have good glute activation. Because I could make 5 pounds feel like 500 just from forcing my body to feel it more. You look like you're doing like the little like dance. You know what I'm talking about? I'm too unserious for Julia's channel. You're like trying to give tips and I'm like, you can't.
You look stoked.
Say a prayer to the glute gods. Please, glute gods.
Please grow.
Give me that dumpy.
Give me that dumpy. I think I broke my butt. I think I broke it.
You're gonna hate what I've concluded we're doing next.
You've concluded?
Yeah.
According to my calculations, this is how you grow your glutes.
Hip thrust is taken, and I really want to do the machine, so we're gonna do Bulgarians next.
Bulgarians?
And I'm gonna show you how to do them.
Yeah, you need to show me how to do them so my quads don't activate. Kendall is gonna teach us how to properly do a glute-focused split squat. You guys know I've been trying to do this, but my quads always take over. So I'm feeling like for me, I just need to slow it down a lot more and go a little bit lighter so that I don't activate my quad and do it correctly.
The way I was taught that I started feeling it the most, I feel, not to get down, was getting into like this stretch. From there, think about kind of bringing your chest down and kind of what you've said of going up on an angle. You don't want to push straight up.
Yeah, you're like an escalator instead of an elevator.
But I feel like a common
right?
mistake is sometimes when people think about pushing forward, they push on their toe. You still want all your weight to be on your heel.
Oh.
So thinking about just pushing through your heel to raise your chest kind of like towards that wall. And then you're obviously not going to go that low again, but bringing that knee back down towards the bench.
Oh, okay.
So you're like
because
really
sometimes
folding in on yourself.
I'll feel it in that leg too.
I've heard that a lot from clients, and a lot of the time it's because like their balance isn't great. So you're kind of relying on that back foot to like balance you out. But you should have kind of like how we talk about imposing, how that like front leg's kind of just for show.
Gotcha.
That's kind of how like the back leg is, where really
It's
like you
just
should
there.
be able to do it without your foot pushing on there.
It's just there so you don't fall over.
Yeah.
Don't use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is my this
I would
foot,
say you might be too far. Yeah, that's better.
and then I'm going down.
Down like you're going into the bench, and now push away, push through your heel only. And never fully lock out either. Try to kind of keep it like when you're doing RDLs, you know how you just stay in kind of that range where you feel it stretch. So just feel it until your glute starts to contract and then go back down. Do you feel it at all?
Yes.
Okay. So that's like that same range of motion as when you hold it. And like for anyone watching the video, every single body is different. So just because this works for me, doesn't mean it's gonna work for Julia, doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. So you just kind of have to find what works for you.
That's true. That's why I've been trying to do this forever.
When I go too wide is when my like quad and hip kind of take over.
Maybe that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. So I need to stay like closer than what people online tell you to stay to feel my glutes.
A lot better. Am I supposed to be feeling it like on my glute tie-in or the top?
Good question. I feel it like
right where the
like dead
here.
center lower butt.
Okay.
And then I'm only doing like 8.
Oh, okay.
I don't like going crazy high rep. And then on the last set, we'll do like a little drop set to body weight. That's how I like to superset them.
Boy, I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely girl. Okay. Last time I started, I started with my right.
If you need this.
No, I started here. Who cares? Kendall goes pat, pat, pat.
Little pillow for
Okay,
your
foot down.
delicate knee.
My butt looks amazing today, thanks to Kendall.
You're welcome.
Okay, is this good? Foot wise?
Huh?
Is my foot close enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Just. Oh my Lord!
Good.
I've unlocked the secret. Well, Kendall has. I'm so excited now. Watch me do these every day.
I feel like I should take mine out like yours. For photos, I will.
This is what Kendall always does. She does the leg kick with the head tilt.
I got these at, I was on the way to a Rockets game and I needed socks. And they're like one of those stupid, like Forever 21 type things. It says hello and goodbye.
That's very
It's like,
Forever
come on.
21. Okay, so one more set regular with no body weight, or did you do body weight after?
Regular, and then I'll show
The
you
next will be
round.
drop. Okay,
Oh, you started.
I did.
This can be the body weight.
So
then.
this one's the drop set.
So do them exactly how you did them. And on that last one, place it down.
Okay.
And like even smaller range of motion for like 5 to 6.
on that same leg. And then this other
And
side,
then
pick
take
it up
a
again.
break, like a little break before starting your other side. Because I feel like for me at least, like my cardio will wear out before my legs do. So if you, I know
Oh, that
you're
won't happen for me.
Yeah, okay.
It
that'll
might,
happen.
only because I've been doing so much cardio. I mean, it might.
For me, I get more out of breath
This is
before
different kind of cardio.
Yeah. And when you go body weight, honestly, like go where you can. Sometimes I'll do 10 if I have that energy. If I'm like feeling super fatigued, just stop at like 5 if you need to. As long as you're burning out a little. Just come up to my hand and back down. Yep. Good. Tiny bit higher. Good. I can guarantee I'm not doing that many, but that was good.
It's like, then my quads will start to take over if I do too many. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I have a quad pump right now, but more of a glute pump than a quad pump, so that's a start. I've already burned 200 calories.
I told you it's cardio.
Yeah. Okay, so I've seen some people when they're doing this,
You're good.
they they'll turn into the leg. Have you done that?
I do it almost subconsciously because I think my hips
Yeah.
are so tight that naturally my hips want to open.
Oh.
So I just try to stay even, and I think in doing so sometimes I overcompensate. But yeah, I definitely feel that like stretch more.
Like I noticed at the very end when I was getting tired, my body was leaning more towards that leg, but I felt it more by doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you at minimum want your hips square. If you notice you open on any glute exercise, then you're using more hip flexor than you are actual glute.
Okay.
So like same with kickbacks, if you think about like opening up,
Yeah.
you're using your hip and your quad. If you stay as square
And a
as
lot
you
of
can,
times that happens when you go too heavy, right?
Yeah.
Like you'll kind of like,
yeah. That's why I think it's important to like warm up your quads and hip flexors too. Because even if you're training glutes, you want this whole side to be flexible enough to squeeze without having to open. Yeah.
that's so true. The more you know.
The more you know.
I got a tanky.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't like those. Your turn. We're hip thrusting. I don't have anything specific to say about that.
What's our rep range for this?
I do like 10 to 15.
10 to 15?
Similar-ish to Bulgarians in the sense that I never really go all the way down or all the way up. I kind of stay in that like contraction. I
And
feel
we're
like it's
adding
easier to see it than
a
explain it.
band.
I like to do my band personally like between ankle and like knee. So somewhere in this range, depending on how I feel. I noticed you'd go like over
I
your
go
knee.
above the knee.
Yeah, I think it's just like how we're built.
I've
I
never
have
tried
longer
it.
quads, so I don't feel that tension as much versus down here.
Okay.
I'm not a physicist. That's not even the right. What's a biologist?
No, wait.
Anatomist?
I'm not a smart person.
I'm not a scientist. I dropped out of
Science.
college, so I used to always go like as far as I could and feet out. And I think I like overdid working on that like abductor muscle, more of like my glute medius. So I try to focus a little more on my maximus on this now. So I'm like a little closer, kind of just like hip width apart. And then I do still like very tightly turn out. Again, no weight on my toes at all. So like just pushing through
So
my heels.
you might even like lift your toes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
see.
strap in.
Strap in.
Seatbelt in.
Safety first.
I really think about also like holding at the top for like 1, 2, slow on the way down, fast on the way up.
Okay.
1, 2, slow. I don't usually like actually count it, but
It's
that's
just
what
kind
I
of how you
tend
do it.
to do, yeah.
Now I'm counting it. I'm like, slow on it down. Up
Fast on
and
up.
1, 2.
And then on my last one, I hold for like a good like 5. Oh man. I feel those.
Our glutes are
looks
already
real
so
good.
pumped, so I bet this is like.
That's why I don't like to go that heavy, unless I do these at the beginning of my workout.
So Kendall likes it down here.
Yeah.
And she does a little bit wider than hip distance with toes slightly out. Typically, I do wide and toes pointed out. So I'm gonna see how this feels. Because there's sometimes that I'll do it like this. Don't look at my hairy legs. I haven't shaved in days. Don't look. I'm Mexican. We grow hair. We have like 5 o'clock shadow. So I'll try it like this, but usually I do wide with toes pointed out because sometimes if I do it straight like this, my quads or hamstrings take over. But maybe it won't because it's lighter. Okay, braids back. That made a huge difference where I was thrusting, more like that way instead of like
the way I
up.
explain most,
ouch.
The way I explain most like, what would you call it? Like hip pushing movements, so like an RDL is the same way, where you never want to think about I'm bending down and I'm standing up. You want to think about how you stretch your glute, how you contract your glute. So same thing here, like you're stretching on the bottom, you just want to contract. So if that looks small for you, yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
so sometimes that looks straight forward, sometimes that looks more back, if that makes sense. You want to think about like internally rotating your hips and just squeezing.
Oh yeah.
You could literally do that at home, like throw on a band and see how you feel it.
I do think I like it better here, only because I feel like I have not the greatest knees, and it almost like acts as protection. Like my knees were hurting doing that.
Okay.
And in my brain, this helps my knees.
Knee pad.
But I do like the foot position.
Feeling dehydrated.
I was just so proud that I can actually see them. Like with how long it's taken. I'm just happy.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so happy.
I'm dying.
You got it. You're Kendall, Aaliyah.
Damn
you have
right
the glutes of the goddess. We should make Kendall do the 90 floors in 20 minutes cardio, guys.
Ain't no way. I haven't touched a Stairmaster in like 2 years.
There's a -0 million chance I'm gonna do that.
No, literally.
Well, I have to, but. Okay, so I'm gonna change it this time and do band here because I like it more personally, but I am gonna keep this foot placement because I felt it. Guys, I'm honestly pissed I haven't worked out with Kendall in so long. I haven't felt this much activation in a long time.
Been trying to tell you.
Like the little tip that just made like the whole difference for me. Instead of just coming in and like, boom, like here. That probably looks so stupid.
Just thrusting.
Honestly, I can't even fake do it because it hurts. But what I'm imagining when I'm doing it, like Kendall was saying, is I'm coming up, but I'm like pushing my glutes out that way. Yeah. Like when I'm doing that, they're going out this way, and I'm like almost like pushing more into my knees. It's so hard to explain.
Everyone's like different
I don't know if
cues
you can
work
see
for
the
different
difference.
person.
Like see the difference in me going
well, that's the point,
like
is
this.
it's like more mind to muscle connection than anything else. So you really have to find like what angle works for you.
Yeah. Like the difference is like this versus this.
I feel like looks
It's like I'm like pushing my legs forward a little bit. Hopefully you can see it, but I feel it so much more when I do that, and I didn't feel it in my quads and hamstrings at all. So whatever that's called is working.
I kind of did it last set unintentionally, but this set, like, I'm gonna do those controlled reps where I'm holding for around 10, and when I get to a place where I'm fatigued and can't hold anymore, I'm gonna kind of like power out some reps. So making sure my form isn't sloppy, but not as controlled as it is in the beginning of the set. Hopefully that makes sense.
I can't wait to just like go run and tell the world that I'm the glute master now. Or that my friend is the glute master.
I honestly want to like take more people through glute days because of this.
Yeah.
Because these are all cues I tell myself, not other people.
Yeah, you know so much. This is why you have need to do more YouTube stuff.
Yep.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Slinky. This is honestly just for my own good because I need to make sure that I do this drop set right, but we're doing the regular ones that we have been doing for about 12 to 15. Then we're doing that 5-second hold at the top, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna just rep out, like real quick ones and not focus on like the hold too much.
As soon as your quads take over, hamstrings take over, call it quits. So kind of just power out as long as glutes are still the one feeling it.
That's a good rule. That is a good rule.
Because I know with your cardio health, you could do like 200 reps. I can't do that.
Oh no! She's not here to help me. That hurt.
So I've done them a few different ways, and I feel like what works for me is having a slight bend in my knee as I come forward.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of girls like to stay like straight leg the whole way through, but for me that activates my hamstring, and I've heard the opposite where bending activates some people's hamstring. So again, find what works for you, but I similarly view it like a hip thrust, where same thing, I'm not trying to kick, I'm just trying to squeeze my glute. So however high that gets my leg, that's how high my leg is.
Okay. What's our rep range?
I'm doing like 8. I don't like going crazy high because I lose my form. And I'm also not going crazy heavy because then I can't feel it.
Alright. Okay guys, we're done.
You cold?
I am cold. Now I am cold.
I'm weirdly warm now.
I sweat a little bit, but not too much. But guys, please try that workout. It's going to be in the description. I told Ian, I was like, I'm gonna do that workout like every day until I get bored of it. And it like really, all those little tips that she gave just really activated a lot more than I am used to. And you can always learn more. And also, Kendall's YouTube channel is going to be in the description.
I'm finally posting.
She's finally posting.
Finally.
So
this
go
one's
subscribe.
going on my channel too, and I might do some like voiceover, like extra tips while I'm like able to think when I'm not freezing my butt off.
So if you want something different, go to Kendall's channel and you can find same but different. Is that it?
I think so.
That's it. I love you all so much, and you are more powerful than you think.
Bye.